Hi, my name is Kelsey Cooper, and this is my Google Plus funding video. For my sources of revenue, I compared my school district, which is the East Prairie R2 school district in East Prairie, Missouri, and then I compared a neighboring district, which was the New Madrid R1 school district located in New Madrid, Missouri, and then I compared to the overall state of Missouri revenue. This is just a chart of the local percentage of revenue that I found. East Prairie receives 35.54%, whereas if you can see, New Madrid receives a whole lot more from their local revenue, where they get 68.43%, and then the state of Missouri receives a total of 59.7%. The state percentage of revenue, East Prairie receives 46.91% from the state. New Madrid receives a significantly lower amount at 18.38%, and the state of Missouri at a 32.49% of state revenue. The federal percentage of revenue, East Prairie gets 17.55%, whereas New Madrid gets 13.19%, and then the state of Missouri is way lower at 8.44%. The three big aha moments that I had from looking at the Part 2 revenue summary, I was surprised to see how much money was brought in from rentals at $14,100. I know that we rent out one building, but I didn't realize that we rented it out that often where we would receive that much money. Another aha moment for me was how little money that we actually have in our school transportation fund. We are low on buses. If there's anything that we do district wide, we don't have enough buses, so we've kind of got to be on a schedule, and we're not always able to go on field trips or things like that just because we don't have enough transportation for all of our students. And the third aha moment that I had was just looking at how the revenue is broken down in general. I didn't realize there were so many different sections and parts of that, and it was also kind of crazy to see that we have a lot of zeros in some of those spots, so we're not getting revenue from anything. There's just certain things that we don't. Two things that I saw that were not a surprise. Student activities had such a large fund with a total of $271,000. I didn't know that our fund for student activities was so much, and I know that sports and things like that, uniforms cost a lot, but with our transportation fund being so low, I'm thinking that transportation sometimes is a little bit more important than the student activities. If we could cut out some of those, maybe we would have a little bit more money for things that are necessary. And student activities are a great thing, but I think we could sometimes use that money for something else. Another thing that wasn't a surprise was that there were so many parts of the revenue summary that we had no funding for, which I mentioned. The aha moment, which I was also not surprised about that, because our school district is in a low income area, so we're not receiving as much money, especially from local taxes and things like that. And then one question for our CPO or CFO that I had was about the money that we were receiving from delinquent taxes. I was kind of confused on that. Is that money from the city that people have not paid their delinquent taxes, so it's not part of city taxes because they're late, or if that's something that the school owes? So I would kind of follow up with them and see about that. But all right, and that's my presentation.